It all started when I was a child. I absolutely love to tell stories. Who wrote this? Like, who put the script? Can we just like cut this section out and just speed this up a bit? Yeah, like to the next page. All right, cool. It's 2015 and I'm in film school in Virginia. While I was there, I worked on dozens of projects. I made several short films of varying success. But I knew that I wanted to do more than shorts. So while in school and working full time, I started working on a feature film that would eventually be called A Place Called Home. I spent literal years working on draft after draft. I graduated with my MFA in 2017, and I still had that script that I've been working on, but I wanted to make that film a reality. In 2 years, I was going to be making my first feature film. I brought on Aaron Baumusic as a director of photography. We'd asked Nathan Bannister to come on board. And since it was our first film and the adage, many hands make light work, we also asked Adam Bova, and he happened to be a really excellent first AD.
You're looking for like an effect.
Like 5 scenes in one shot.
We had a few contacts between us, investors, interested parties, grants.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
We built out our business plan and our pitch deck, and incredibly, we were able to secure funds. Not millions and millions of dollars, but enough to make the film possible. We quickly brought on key crew, a production designer in Shelley Witt, and a gaffer and key grip in Graham Miller. And this is when you should bring in an editor to start having those conversations. But we were so focused and wrapped up in the project, we didn't even consider it. Not you, not yet, go. Later. See, we all went to film school together, but we still didn't really know much about copyright, insurance, payroll, working with SAG. So we had to figure it out. For 6 straight months, we spent 5 hours a night working together. We would have worked longer, but all of us were working full-time jobs at this point. We worked on the creative and the business side of filmmaking, absorbing everything we could and pushing along the way, and so much paperwork. We were able to spend money and get things that we really needed for the project, and we had to learn how to work with SAG. We casted from half a dozen states and spent nearly a week just watching and absorbing videos. We knew the casting videos wouldn't be enough, so we'd have to set up for callbacks. Aaron and I would drive 14 hours to Kentucky, do 2 days of callbacks in Louisville and Nashville, a day of location scouting, then fly to LA for a day of callbacks, fly back, spend 1 more day location scouting, then drive back to Virginia to be back to work Monday morning. Oh yeah, and my family came along. Callbacks were incredible. We got to meet and talk with so many amazing people, and spending time in LA was awesome. We got to watch a film at the Chinese Theater. Jeff Goins took us to our first In-N-Out. We also met Dennis Rodman at the airport. Yeah, that's him right there. Oh yeah, and we casted our lead.
Thanks, baby.
Nearly our entire cast was locked, except we were missing a critical character in Barrett.
Is it over here?
So we put out another casting call with a wider net, got more tapes, until we found him.
What?
We had also been location scouting up until this point, but one of the most important locations, our main character's house, we still hadn't found. We had looked at dozens, and either they didn't work creatively or the owners were unwilling to work with us as a film crew. Then we got these photos. So we drove 14 hours back to Kentucky, and it was perfect. We also had a little bit more location scouting to do. At this point, everything was in place. Cast, crew, gear, paperwork, locations, insurance, everything. We all used all the vacation time that we could, or quit our jobs in some cases, so we could set out and make this happen. We drove 14 hours back to Kentucky. We spent 2 weeks with our production designer and our set dresser, getting as much built, bought, painted as we possibly could. A few of our actors came in early for some rehearsal time. We spent some time together to get more comfortable with each other, more comfortable on the locations. Then our crew arrived to get situated. We had meetings, we tested the gear, we shot some footage, and this film would not have happened if it wasn't for the cast and the crew that dedicated their time and energy to this project. Thanks, guys.